Hello and welcome back to another in our series of interviews with people through time. Today I have got a very special guest with me, famous West Country engineer. It is, Isambard Kingdom Brunel. Isambard, welcome.
Hello, Joe. Thank you for having me on the show.
Isambard, obviously you've had quite an
Yes.
illustrious career.
Yes.
I would like to know, what do you think of all your engineering marvels is your favourite?
Oh well, they're all bloody amazing, aren't they? Yeah. I've done several good things at Box Tunnel. I'll start with my saddest achievement, and it's because the Tamar Bridge is a bit of a disgrace, isn't it? I'm not too happy with the Tamar Bridge.
Oh, what's wrong with the Tamar Bridge?
Well, it connects the best country, the county in England, to the worst country in England, and
I know you're a bit of a Cornwall person, aren't you?
I don't know why you call me a Cornwall person. I'm from Bristol, mate.
You're not a fan of Somerset then, or Bristol area?
No, I absolutely love the Bristol area, but I spend most of my time in Swindon.
Of course, yeah. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, I guess you're more of an East man because you connected the West to the East with London. Yeah. The Great Western.
I mean, they named the university after me, and that was all very nice and everything. And
what university is that? Sorry.
It was University of Isambard Kingdom Brunel.
Oh, of course.
It was Brunel University in London, and they were only too delighted to dedicate that position to me. So I thank those lovely people in London. Thank you very much.
Obviously, one of the first jobs you did with your dad, your father, who obviously French immigrant.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, obviously he had the contract to do the Thames Tunnel, which I know you nearly drowned in as a young man. Can you tell me what that experience was like for you?
So I was I was a little nipper. I was saying to my dad, Dad, I can't swim, and I was saying, can I have swimming lessons, Daddy, please? Can I have swimming lessons, Daddy? And he said, I'm not paying for my son to be a swimmer. You're gonna get a BTEC in ironworking and come and work for me. And I said, all right. So anyway, I went down into that tunnel, and lo and behold, it was a little bit wet, and I found the deeper that I went, the wetter it became, and it was an interesting experience for someone who couldn't swim, and I had to start pouring the water away with my hat, you see, and in those days I was...
Sorry, hang on. So you were bailing out in the tunnel?
Yeah, that's right. It was a very, very deep section.
But if you were bailing out, surely you're just putting water into the tunnel still?
You listen to me, Sonny, all right? When I say I'm bailing water out of the tunnel, you really listen to me. I'm making a perfect lot of sense here, you know. If I bail water out of the tunnel, that means it stays out of the tunnel. I mean, there's a little waste pipe, and shove the water in there, and...
Oh, sorry, the waste pipe, I see. And so, sorry, you using your hat?
Yeah, it was a... It was a flat cap at that time. I couldn't afford much in the way of hats because I was the son of a poor engineer. So I I started bailing with this water, and then what do I see but the hat of the drowned director of the workmen? And it was this enormous thing. It was like, what is it called? It's a stovepipe hat. Wow. That's the best hat I've ever seen, and started bailing these pints of water back up the tunnel, and I thought, yeah, I'll hold on to this hat. So I...
so is that the hat in a famous picture of you against the chain to the Great Eastern?
That is the very same hat, the hat that saved my life.
And did you cling on to it?
I did. I'm wearing the hat in this interview, as you can...
Oh, this is the hat here?
This is the very same
Sorry, viewers, you can't see it, but it is an enormous... 6 foot?
Yes, that's right. That's right. If you'd like to have a look, there you go.
Oh gosh, this is how did you? Gosh, you must have a neck like a bull.
Well, you see, this is where my engineering comes into it, and they thought I was mad for introducing metal spikes that run up your neck and hold your neck up so you can wear a stupid hat on your head. But no, who's laughing now? Who's laughing now?
I don't know. Who is laughing now?
Well, certainly not me, yeah.
So let's talk about some of your great achievements. Obviously, the SS Great Britain, the first metal hull ship
that's right.
with the screw propeller,
That's right.
and it would cross the Atlantic in a record time. Is that right to say?
That's right. That's right. 12 months. Yeah.
That's record
Any
time.
idiot can do it.
Have
I
you
just happen to have the nous to make it.
have you seen what it looks like now in the museum?
Museum.
The SS Great Britain's the museum in Bristol. Have you seen what it looks like now?
Well, it's the same as it was, wasn't it?
Yes,
Know what I mean?
of course it is. Yes, sorry. How do you feel about the SS Great Eastern? One of the biggest ship at the time ever made.
Well, it's a shit one, isn't it? It's the SS Great Britain, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it doesn't exist anymore. It's sold for scrap, didn't it? The SS Great Eastern. So I guess would you call that your biggest failure?
Absolutely not. The SS Great Britain is the one that I want to really look out for and say this is my greatest achievement. And
I see. And the Eastern don't mention.
we don't mention the Eastern.
Fair enough. Sorry about that. Well, let's talk about some of your more achievements. So obviously, the Great Western Railway.
Yes. I'm very proud of the Great Western Railway, and I have to say that without the Great Western Railway, that we wouldn't have what we have today, which is politicians arguing about whether or not they will build a bloody rail connection to some part in the world which never had railway stations. It's all a waste of time nowadays.
Would you do anything differently?
Yeah, I would. I would push harder for broad gauge.
Yes.
I think broad gauge was a bit of a failure for my books, and I tell you for why, Joe. It's because people don't appreciate the size of your locomotive, and that's a real shame because when you put so much work into Iron Duke, only to see it cut up.
Oh, sorry, Isambard. Let's not get into Portsmouth. Let's go on to more your triumphs, shall we? That's see, to happier times and happier days.
Yeah.
So obviously, the Clifton Suspension Bridge, a landmark feature in Bristol, designed by you.
That's right. Yeah.
Spanning the Clifton Towers, Clifton Cliffs.
That's right.
First time history. That must have been quite a feat to design.
Oh, not really. I just thought, what can I do to stretch between that gap and that gap? And I thought, you could use a piece of string, couldn't I? Like a tightrope over the edge, sort of thing. And, we sent this puppy over the edge because we thought the puppy would walk on the tightrope, but the puppy plummeted to its death. And I thought, right, well, I can't keep wasting puppies. I've just got to sort of experiment with 2 ropes, and we tried another puppy, and lo and behold, the puppy fell to its death. So what we found out we had to do was try to add more and think about pivot points. You see, so we added a 3rd one. And after that puppy died, we were finding that we were running out of puppies. You see, our dog only had a litter of 6, and we'd lost 50% of them. So I thought, what if I was just to scrap this idea completely and go for another idea which doesn't kill puppies?
That's very sensible.
So firstly, I built a cannon, and I thought if I fire the puppy over the edge, then
it might reach the other side.
Yeah. The puppy did reach the other side, but it imploded on impact with the ground.
Right.
So I was now down to 2 puppies left. But this is hard. But I thought, survival of the fittest. The one puppy to rule them all, sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But the last time I tried, I invented upright stanchions either side of the bridge, and the big one slap bang in the middle. This sort of thing. And for some reason, I don't know whether it was because I used more materials or just because I put a little bit more effort into it. Instead of just 3 ropes, it was like hypertension cables and steel beams and that. And I think that Well, that puppy survived because I had it on a lead and I was walking it across the bridge with me.
So to summarise, you thought the best thing to span the chasm of Clifton was a bridge.
That is absolutely goddamn right, Joe. You have hit the nail right on the head there, and
Well, if I may, Isambard, you definitely succeeded in creating a bridge.
I think that is absolutely what I set out to do. So,
And it's still there.
I can't complain. I happened to see it as I was on my way down here. I'm pleased that it's lasted so long and that I've got quite a legacy after myself. And I mean, I wouldn't want to be mistaken for the guy who did the Tay Bridge. You know, that Fowler bloke.
Yes.
What an absolute disgrace! Bloody hell.
Are engineers quite a? Is it quite a a struggle of a community? Are you guys friends, or is it sort of pioneering? What's the word that I'm looking for here? Is it competitive? That's the word.
Yeah. Except it's no competition for me because I'm Isambard fucking Brunel. Just you give me a job and I'll get it done and I'll win the contract. It's
I think that's a fair statement. Well, Isambard, we're running out of time. I haven't got you for much longer because the time scoop is running out. But what is the one thing you'd like to be remembered for?
Well, I'd like to be remembered for not doing any fuck-ups and actually making something that works. John Fowler, you can suck my hairy penis because I am doing an excellent job and you are shite. Thank you very much.
Strong words there from Isambard. Isambard, thank you.